And as a son, I have to say, I'm sick and tired of having this conversation. You and I had this conversation 5 weeks ago. This exact same conversation under the same circumstances. It's disconcerting. You only have so many lives. And Sean, I go back to the fact, that man right there, that man is a hero to so many Americans. This is a guy who saved this country. This is a guy who spent the last decade fighting tooth and nail under the most unthinkable attacks to save the country, against his own comfort, against his own, family's interest, against his business issue. They tried to take him down. They tried to throw him in jail. They tried to bankrupt him. They tried to separate his family. They tried to take him off the ballot and subvert democracy in this country. They've done everything they could. They tried to impeach him. They took down his friends. They did everything. Yet that man right there is still fighting. And I expect him to be protected. I expect him to be safe. This country expects to have democracy. And then I get to hear Kamala Harris at a debate say that man right there, who's the most brave person I've ever met, is a threat to democracy. Sean, the bullets are only going one way. It's really interesting how that works. Why is it that man right there is taking every bullet literally and figuratively? He's taken every bullet from a weaponized system. He's taken every bullet from a gun. And guess what? The media sweeps it under the rug. I heard an interesting statement the other day. It was actually a meme the other day on social media that the Will Smith slap got more attention than Butler, Pennsylvania. And I think that's close to being true, because the mainstream media swept it under the rug as quickly as they could and moved on to their next shiny ball to try and promote either Joe Biden at the time or Kamala Harris, which they do every single time. I mean, why is this person literally the punching bag for absolutely everything? And then you hear Kamala coming out and saying, yes, Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. The only threat to democracy is the people who are trying to kill that incredible man right there. Again, somebody loved by the entire country. And, they've got to tone down that rhetoric. The whole, Joe Biden, we're going to put a bullseye on Donald Trump. That has to end. The Maxine Waters comments, they have to end. The mainstream media who goes after him every single day, it has to end. They are creating a culture of hate in this country. And you know what, Sean? If we ever lost one of our leaders, if we ever lost a presidential nominee, a former president, we'd look like a third world country. It cannot happen in the United States of America. They have to get the resources to keep our political leaders safe. We have to do a better job. We cannot have a third incident. There will not be a third incident. We cannot have this conversation again, Sean. You and I have had too many of them.
Well, I agree. And there are so many good people in law enforcement, including the Sheriff's Department and the Palm Beach Police Department. They did an amazing job. But that area needed to be swept, and we've not gotten an answer. Eric, we're glad your dad's okay. Thank you for being with us, and I don't want this conversation again either.